The key question before the justices is whether Arizona or any other state has authority to institute these immigration policies based on just the respective roles of the federal government and the states.
The Arizona case is strictly about, it's the Department of Justice lawsuit, it's strictly about the preemption issue.
The issue before the Supreme Court was whether 4 particular provisions of the Arizona law were preempted as a matter of federal law.
The fundamental concern with regard to these laws is not just that they intrude into the primacy of federal power over immigration, but it's the question of why does the federal government have the principal responsibility here. And that is because, as the Supreme Court has indicated on numerous occasions, that when localities get into the arena of regulating immigration, they often turn to discriminatory laws.
The old wine of states' rights and segregation comes today in a new bottle called federalism.
This casual in discussion so far has been the truth, and that is these laws are passing because people are misrepresenting the facts and suggesting that we're under invasion, that the large majority of Latinos, the majority are violent criminals, that they're taking away jobs. You know all the lies that are being told, but they're the basis for these tough enforcement only because people are scared and they start believing all of this.
The fact that this isn't affecting just undocumented immigrants, that it's affecting all Alabamians, all Georgians, all South Carolina, people from South Carolina, because one of the things we have to think about is immigrant families live in mixed status families. It's 85% of families include a U.S. citizen, a lawful permanent resident, maybe a refugee, maybe somebody who's undocumented. And we are families that have deep, deep roots in the community and are contributing in so many different ways.
It's the nature of politicians. When troubled times come, you find someone to blame. And immigration has always been the fallback position for politicians who couldn't explain why they couldn't create jobs. If you look at the Alien Exclusion Acts, if you look at what California did, you go to New York, every state at one point or another has to find someone to blame for their woes. And in the South, we tend to like color as one of our markers of anger.
At the core of these, we are at a crossroads in this country. I mean, basically, it's a question about whether we're going to allow states and policymakers in particular to continue down a path of promoting policies that are based on fear and hatred, that are simply preying on individuals' economic insecurity, their pain, and their fear of others, their fear of people who look and sound like Stacey and me. Right? I mean, that's what this is about. Or are we going to go down a path in this country where we take back the country and really build on our diversity, build on our strengths, and engage in state policy that's really about economic prosperity for everybody in the states? Leave immigration policy for the federal government because that is who is in the best position to do that.